Now that I'm in my 30s, I realize your mentality changes and the way you make decisions also changes as well. As I look back into my 20s in a distant memory, I like to look at the things that I have learned so far, the things that I wish I knew when I was in my 20s. In this video, I wanted to share 5 things that I wish I knew when I was in my 20s. It was hard to pinpoint exactly 5 things, but I hope the things that I talk about can help someone. The first one is taking care of yourself. This covers our body, our health, and our state of mind. Whether you're rich or poor, many people fail to see the links between health and habits. Many of us come from a background where the most important thing was to have a meal on the table. So it was hard for us to build healthy habits. Trying to look after our body might be hard. I wish I would have known how food, exercise, sleep plays a huge role in trying to be healthy. I think if I would have started in an early age, I think it would have been easy to continue a healthy habit. It takes a lot of willpower to create discipline and a routine. I really do wish I could have started early on. I think being in my 30s, I'm a little bit more conscious about my health. I'm not where I want to be in weight-wise, but I think I'm making healthier choices, and that's a huge step. And I do feel healthier than before. Sometimes in your 20s, you want to lose weight for other people. We necessarily don't do it for ourselves, maybe because we want to fit in a certain group. In my 20s, I did hit a point where I was very thin. I think I was not doing it for myself, but I was doing it for other reasons, and I think that's why I wasn't able to continue with my healthy habits. Understanding that our bodies are unique, necessarily what may work for other people might not work for us. Also, taking care of yourself is being aware of our mental health. In our 20s, we may feel overwhelmed by many things, different pressures, but understanding that it can be helpful talking to others, to family members, friends, or someone professional may be a huge help. Sometimes talking things out may help you see different situations or problems in a different light or a different perspective. In my 20s, I did find it difficult talking to others and talk about my feelings, but I did see not talking to someone does affect your state of mind. Second point is don't force relationships or friendship. I think we have all been there, not knowing when to walk away from someone or something. It may seem hard to do this, but it's simple. If you feel like you're putting most of the work in, or you're putting most of the effort in a relationship or a friendship, it's time to walk away and let go. Don't fall in love or be with someone because of their potential. I wish I would have been more observant at times, but like anything, you learn from experiences. You try to not make the same mistake that you did before and try to see the signs. Surround yourself with people that love you unconditionally. Build on those relationships. It's good to listen to your intuition and act on things right away. At that age, we're trying to fit in, and sometimes we think the more friends we have, the better we would feel. There's nothing wrong in making connections, meeting new people, but make sure the people that you meet are genuine, that really value you and make time for you. Trying to learn to be with ourselves, there's nothing wrong with that. Trying to learn how to love ourselves first is probably the most important thing. It's not about who has 100 friends. As we get older, we value different things, we appreciate different things. So remember, don't force relationships or friendships. That does not bring true happiness. Now moving to point number 3. That is finances. Finances, right? Many of us are not taught very much about finances. I don't know about everyone, but in my case, I wasn't taught about saving accounts, or saving for your retirement, investing in things. A lot of the times we come to learn a lot of these things through YouTube and different resources. Since once we hit our 30s, we realize how important it is to have started early on. For example, I wish I would have known to at least put, I mean not much, but at least 5% of my paycheck into my savings. Be more aware about budgeting, how to budget. These are, I think, essential skills to have. I can say now me and my husband are aware how important it is to budget. There's nothing wrong in wanting a new car, a new home, but you don't want to be stuck with payments that you can't make. The thing that I wish I would have known in my 20s regarding finances is how important your credit score is. I mean, I knew it was important to pay your credit card, but I wasn't really aware how many I had, which ones I had. To be honest, if they would offer it, I would say yes. That's as far that my knowledge went in regarding credit. For example, I remember that I would go in and pay in person, like if it was early 2000s and the internet wasn't available. So yeah, I came to learn a lot. I made huge improvements from there. I didn't realize till later on that I actually had made a couple late payments. And if you live in this country, the older you get, the credit score determines if you get a high rate or a low rate when you're trying to buy anything. My best advice is that financial security is a topic that is never too early to study or learn, and to live within your means. Number 4, don't compare yourself with others. When we are younger, we tend to compare ourselves with others. Sometimes we like to see what they have or what they have accomplished. But we have to understand that everyone's circumstances are different. Someone may know what they want to do, or they may have the financial security to do so. We tend to bring ourselves down when we look at other people's accomplishments. Don't feel like you have failed if you're not in school or you're not in a career pathway. I personally didn't go to university. My circumstances were different. I didn't have the resources or the help to look for opportunities. I earned my worth ethics by experience. I moved my way up. I started as a receptionist at my former high school, and I moved on to have my own office, have my own space, and also became coordinator and register in a future school. And recently took a course to become an English tutor teaching English as a second language. I don't want to tell you don't go to school. That's not what I'm saying. If you have the opportunity, by all means take it. But if you can't, or for some reason you're not on that path yet, don't beat yourself up. Try ways to be successful. I think this quote from Martin Luther King Jr. is very inspirational. If you can't fly, then run. If you can run, then walk. If you can't walk, then crawl. But whatever you do, you have to keep moving forward. Sometimes we learn from our life experiences, and that is okay. Always look for ways to move forward from any adversity that may come your way. Something that has helped me, and I think that it can help you too, is writing down what I am grateful for. It doesn't have to be big achievements, even the smaller achievements. Write them down. Little achievements should be celebrated, and I think that makes a huge difference. My last one, which is learn something new. It's never too late to start something. I think the more we learn, the more marketable you become. For example, I just started my YouTube channel. I'm learning new things. I'm learning how to use technology, how to sit in front of a camera and express myself. I wish I would have picked up a camera sooner. Building consistency and a habit takes time. That is something that I am working on and trying to improve and become consistent. Sometimes we want things done quickly, but it takes time. I think what I want to say is that go out of your comfort zone. Do something that you've always wanted to do. Push yourself to do something that you're passionate for. You might hear that a lot, but if you don't act on it, you'll never know how it will be. I can't wait to see where the journey of YouTube takes me. I have a lot to learn and improve, but I know for sure that I know more than what I knew yesterday. And that is irreplaceable knowledge. So if you're doubting or hesitating to start a YouTube channel, just do it. There's a lot of resources out there. For example, I have mentioned it before. I had taken Matt DeVella's course. There's many more out there. Go look at examples of the people who you look up to. They share a lot of knowledge and it's free. So take advantage of that. Just know that there are many of us out there and you're not alone in this journey. Well, these were my 5 things I wish I would have known in my 20s. Is there something you wish you would have known? Or is there something you're going through at this moment that you can relate with? Please let me know in the comments below. I would love to hear your feedback. And again, thank you for being here. I can't wait to read your comments. Thank you, and I'll see you next time.